up, world? Now, before I dive into this video today, I wanted to make a disclaimer. I'm not saying I'm the smartest person on this planet. That's not what I'm saying at all. I've been around for a long time, and I've learned a lot of things in my 30 years of life, and I know quite a bit of stuff. But there are some things that I don't know fully, and I will admit that to you guys right here, right now, that I'm still learning things, even though I still know a lot of stuff. I'm not saying I know anything about relationships because I've never been in one. I'm not saying I know anything about, family life or anything like that other than, my parents, my brothers, my grandmother, my aunts, uncles, cousins, things like that. That family I know. And my extended family, the ones that I've known for many, 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 many years, I know that. I know things that would baffle you. Things that are hard to describe in a video like this, but I'm a little bit smarter than most. I'm not saying everyone's I'm not saying anyone's dumb or stupid or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just a little bit smarter than most people on this planet who may know some stuff like I do, or most stuff, or even more stuff than me. And I get it. I'm still learning. There are still things that I need to learn and to grow my brain bigger than it is. Because I have a pretty big brain as it is right now, with all the stuff I have learned in the 30 years of my life. And most of that stuff is still up here. Actually, a majority of that stuff is still up there. And I know I don't like to flaunt how smart I am, or how big of a brain I have, or how much stuff I know in life, whether it's movie related stuff, TV related stuff, music related stuff, education related stuff. I mean, you name it, restaurant related stuff, celebrity related stuff, all of that, YouTuber related stuff. I know most of it right now, and if I could do like a whole video on that, it would be at least 3 hours, maybe 4 hours long, of me just telling you everything I knew, or maybe even longer than that. That's not what I'm here to tell you guys about today. Look, I may seem like I don't know anything, but if you knew me in real life and you knew who I was and who I am, you would know that I'm a lot smarter than most people think I am. And it doesn't bother me that people think I'm dumb, because maybe in some things I am dumb, but in a majority of things, or most things, I'm smarter than the average bear. And I'm not using that as a pun or anything like that, but I am smarter. I'm smart. I use my brain every single day to learn new things about beauty, about, intelligence, computers, all that stuff. I'm still learning on that stuff. But it's the other stuff. It's the people. It's the sports. I'm still learning on sports, by the way, too. It's everything else in the world. And I feel like if you were to know me in real life, and not just me talking to you guys through a camera, you would know I know what works in a relationship and what doesn't, because I've observed it over the past 30 years of my life. My parents have been married for my entire life, and 13 years before that. They've been married for 43 years. And I've seen friends' relationships start and end, and I know so much that I wish I could tell you, but I don't want this video to be like super long and super hectic and just me rambling on and on and on about relationships, because I've done that in the past. And I don't want this video to drone on about every other thing that I know. about movies and TV and music and podcasts and God knows what else. That wasn't to say your name in vain, by the way. Anyways, that's just who I am. I'm just smart. I know things. And I want you guys to understand that just because it may seem like I'm dumb on a lot of different things, I'm not. I'm smart. I have intelligence. I have a brain. I know how to use it. And that's what's important, is that you use this thing that's inside your skull. Right here. Right where my fingers are pointing. That's what's important. Is that you use this. Because if you don't use this, you're not really living. You're not being the best version of yourself. You can also use this too. The heart. Even though the heart's not right here, it's right here. But, I just want you guys to know that it's not all about, being whoever's the smartest in the world. I have never taken an IQ test, but if I were to take an IQ test, I'd probably, be like 100 or 125, anywhere between that range. I'm not saying that's what I am. I'm saying if I were to take a test to tell me how smart I am, because I know things. It may not seem like I know things, but I do. I know how to use this, and I have been using it for the past 30 years of my life. For my entire life. It may not seem like I use it, but I do. I could ramble on and on and on to all of my friends of all the knowledge I have inside my brain. And most of them know that I'm smart. And know that I can tell you anything about any movie, or pretty close to any movie that I have seen, or any book I've read, or any TV show I've watched, or anything of that nature, or any music I've listened to, or any podcasts I've listened to or watched. I can recite that stuff back to you without a problem, but I'm not going to in this video. I'm just telling you that I know things. I'm smart. It may not come across that way with some of the things that I've said in the past, but I am pretty smart. And some of my friends know this because they've known me for so dang long. They've known me for 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years. My entire life, basically. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. Y'all know the drill. I will see you tomorrow with the brand spanking new vlog. Bye-bye.